Hello everybody, Simple People here, back for another Wi-Fi battle. This is against the guy named Matze. As you can see, both have some very interesting teams, as neither of us brought a mega to this battle. And I've got a couple of RUs, he's got a couple of RUs, so this is going to be a good battle. So I decided to lead off with the Slowbro, expecting the Landers to lead. And that is exactly what happens. So I'm just going to fire off a Scald just to kill damage and potentially burn whatever comes in, as he's going to actually switch out. He didn't want a U-turn. Usually they run U-turn, guess not. So anyway, he's just going to go in ahead and go into his Rotom to eat up the Scald, and it gets a crit, which doesn't really matter that much, and I do not get the burn, but that is okay. And he shows me that he's leftover, so he's not a Choice Scarf offensive set, he is a bulky set. This is good information to know. So here I decided to go into my specialty defensive Registeel to take this incoming Volt Switch, as he's going to go back into his Landorus. And right here, I just decided I'm just going to go for Stealth Rock, because it's way obvious that he's going to Stealth Rock. And with that Espeon he has there, getting Stealth Rocks up is going to be harder than normal. So I just figured this would be a good opportunity to get those up. So yeah, he's going to go for Stealth Rocks as expected, and then I'm just going to throw my rocks, as we just, so basically we just trade rocks at this turn. And yeah, so now at this point, after hitting more leftovers, I'm just going to go in ahead and switch out, because I do not want to take an Earthquake. That is not something this Registeel is made to do. So I'm just going to go into my Gengar, who can take Earthquakes for days with his Levitate. And he's, yep, goes for the Earthquake just as expected. And here he's just going to go ahead and go for the... See, here I get the burnout. He was not expecting one of this battle, but he's going to go for U-turn. Which is weird, because it didn't U-turn on the Slowbro. So maybe that was just a mistake on his part at the beginning. But either way, this is good for me, because I get the outspeed, showing me he's definitely not Scarfed. And I get this Landorus burn, so that's great. So now he goes into his Dusk Form. I'm just thinking, what is he going to do? Because I obviously outspeed and Shadow Ball 1, and he reveals Sucker Punch. I just decided to Destiny Bond just in case he had something up his sleeve, which he does. He has a Sucker Punch. And honestly, I'm okay if Gengar goes down, so I'm just going to Shadow Ball. And if he decided to Sucker Punch again, he would have gone down to Destiny Bond. And here he's just going to burn the Gengar because he doesn't want to play the Sucker Punch game at the moment. And now I'm going to go for the Destiny Bond as he Sucker Punches again. And then the Sucker Punch will fail. And so yeah, I'm just sacking Gengar, I don't really want it anymore. And he's just going to go in ahead and just take out the Gengar and go down to the Destiny Bond. So that's fine, we got a 1 for 2 with I guess a 1 for 1 for Gengar, but I burned the Landorus. That was all I want, that is the whole point of me bringing Gengar. It's just to burn that Landorus. So now I'm just going to send in Armaldo and try to see if I can get the spin away these rocks. However, he goes into the Rotom on the blind switch. So I am Assault Vested, but even with that, I really don't think he can take a Hydro Pump. Although looking back, he maybe could have, because it's not offensive Rotom. But I don't know, I just wanted to play it safe, so I'm just going to go to Registeel and eat up this Hydro Pump. I'm going to take little to nothing from this. Actually, I get a crit, so it does about 25%, so never mind. But alright, so here, I'm just going to try to poison this Rotom because I don't want it to be... I just want to deal with it, get rid of it as fast as possible. But he substitutes, which was annoying. Sub Rotom, I haven't seen that like, ever, actually. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use Substitute on Rotom, so that's good for Matt. Catching me off guard there. So now I have to go for the Seismic Toss, or I could switch out, but no one really wants to switch into a Hydro Pump, so I'm just going to leave in Registeel and try to break the sub. And Hydro does a lot, even without the crit, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just underestimating the power of this Rotom here. But anyway, one Seismic Toss is enough to take out the Substitute, which means he's not invested in HP that much. No, never mind. I was thinking for some reason you have over 200 HP, but no, even if you're max HP on a Rotom, I don't think you have enough to take one Seismic Toss. But either way, he just is going to go into They'll switch out into his Landorus, and he's just gonna take this opportunity to get rid of Registeel, which is a pain in his neck. And I don't have any form of recovery other than leftovers, so yeah, I could run a rest set, which isn't bad at all. But he reveals the Rocky Helmet, which is good to know. Good to know his set there. And so yeah, activist burn damage, he's just gonna go ahead and finish off Registeel with an Earthquake. And there we go. Registeel is now, Registeel goes down. So now right here I'm thinking, alright, I can definitely take a non-choice bended Earthquake that is from a burned Landorus on my Armaldo. So I'm gonna send it in and try to spin away these rocks. However, he runs Stone Edge, which catches me a little bit off guard. I was kind of expecting more of a Rock Slide for accuracy. And I could definitely take a Rock Slide, but I did take the Stone Edge. However, the Rocky Helmet was enough to take me out. So the rocks don't spin off, which does suck. However, the Rapid Spin did bring him down to enough to where the one more burn will take him out. So I'm going to go into Krona, and I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance, as he does decide to U-turn. But a burned U-turn is not going to do that much to Krona. So, that is something. And now I was kind of hoping, I was really hoping he would... I was kind of halfway afraid of him going into Infernape. But the reason he goes into Rotom is because he doesn't know what I'm doing. I could have easily just gone for Crab Hammer right there and hit whatever comes in, which is why he didn't go into Infernape. But either way, I get my Dragon Dance set up, and with one Dragon Dance, I can outspeed a Rotom, and I can take it out. So there, down goes Rotom, which is really nice. I did not want to deal with that. And now is when he's going to go into Infernape, which is his ace in the hole. And unfortunately, I can't take a Mach Punch at this range. And, I mean, I could have switched into Slowbro, but I don't know. That may have been smarter. Krona, I mean, yeah, I guess I have Aqua Jet, so he could have come in handy, but maybe that was a better move. But either way, I'm just gonna sack off Krona and just go into Slowbro, and he's gonna switch out, knowing that he can't really do much to Slowbro because he doesn't have Thunder Punch or anything like that. And right here, I'm actually gonna go for a Calm Mind, expecting Landorus to come in, get a little bit of setup going. Yeah, like, this is weird, and this team, like, half of my Pokemon are set up. Guess what? This is... yeah. So anyway, Landorus is gonna go down to the burn. And, yeah. So now he's gonna go into his, Magneton. And right here, I'm just gonna say I have +1. I can take a Thunderbolt, so I'm just gonna go for a Flamethrower. And that Volt Switch does a lot. That did a lot more than I expected. But, I don't know, I probably just underestimated Magneton, but either way, that still does a lot. So I am going to get the +1 Flamethrower off on this Espeon, and that does barely half. And at this point, there's no point in me to switch, because all I have left right now is Volcarona. And that I can't take unnecessary damage with Stealth Rocks on the field. So now going to my last Pokemon, Volcarona, and it's Volcarona against 3. So right here, I'm just going to go for the Roost. And I'm praying and really hoping that I can get a Shadow Ball, which I take it with ease, because it's non-stab. And yeah. So now that I've roosted up, I'm going to go ahead and start setting up Quiver Dances, because he's locked into that Shadow Ball. So I'm going to set up one Quiver Dance as he goes back into his Magneton. Now I have a choice here. I can either just take out this Magneton, or I could go for another Quiver Dance. I decided to go for another Quiver Dance because this Magneton can't really do much to me. The only thing it could do is Thunder Wave, which would be annoying. However, even though he does Thunder Wave, which would pretty much end the battle for me being paralyzed, I run the Lunberry. I have Lunberry, so now that I'm +2, I can easily take out this Magneton. And with +2 speed, I can easily outspeed that Infernape. Because with +1, I may have not been able to outspeed. I wasn't confident that I'd outspeed the Infernape because I'm not speed invested at all. But with +2, I know that I will. And so there we go. And then Fiery Dance is plenty to take out the Magneton. And I do get the special attack boost, which is nice. because without that extra boost, I'm not sure if I would have been able to take out that Infernape, and Bug Buzz definitely wouldn't have taken it out. So then down goes Infernape, and he sends in his last Pokemon, Espeon, and he actually surprises me with a Choice Scarf Espeon. And he's going to go for the Side Shock, which is going to do a lot of damage, but luckily I am max defense, so that is not enough, or not max defense, but a lot of defense investment, so it does not take me out. And then I finish it off with a Bug Buzz, and that is the game. So that was a really good match. It's one of my favorite matches in the pretty recently. And Matt did an excellent job battling. He made all the right plays. The only thing he could have done differently was switching to Infernape on the Volcarona instead of going to Magneton. And if he ran Stone Edge, he could have just taken out Volcarona with the Stone Edge. But I don't know if he ran Stone Edge or not. I think he did. I think he said he did. But either way, thanks so much for watching. This has been the Stupid OP Bro, and I will see you next time.